Right. Hey, Benita.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Look at you in the picture.
Yeah, I think I set it up last time. Last time I had a picture of Miss Tina since we did matriarch, and then I was like, let me be festive since I have these pictures.
Great.
All right. Oh, there's people in the waiting room. Let me get my life together. View, admit, admit. There we go. What's going on, ladies? Again, I feel like I read this book ages.
One.
How's it going, Cassandra?
Hello.
Hey, Keela. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I talked about it with a group on Saturday, and I was like, oh Lord.
Well, hopefully you can refresh our memory since you had a discussion about it too. Because I'm like, I think I read this, yeah, right before this chat. So that was end of May, right before Black Romance Book Fest. So I feel like, yeah, I read it forever ago, and I've read a million books since then and done a million things since then.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll
Hello,
see.
ladies.
Lee, how are you?
How are you
Hi.
doing, well?
Was gonna say we might have some people that come from outside the book club because there was people that commented on Instagram and on threads that said that they were coming. So I don't know. That was this morning. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. Uh, 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 Hey, Erica. Hey, Talisha. Long time no see.
Hey,
It's funny. And I know Asia won't be on tonight because she's at the Best Man book event. I saw her last night.
oh, you did go?
Yeah, me, myself, and Tenley. I went. So got to meet Tiffany D. Jackson. Did not take a picture with her because like I was like one of the first few in line, and none of us took pictures with her. And then after we went, people started taking pictures, and I was like, oh, I should have. But it's okay. She
Yeah.
sent me a video. She like commented on her post today, like, so nice to meet you, finally. That was cool to meet her. It was they moved location, so it was supposed to be at Brave and Kind at first, and then they moved it to the Decatur Library, but it was still kind of unorganized because they didn't have like a speaker for her thing. So it was kind of like they put two chairs there, then they took one away, then they added the second chair back. Like they were just gonna have her sit up there and basically do a Q&A. Um, so I was just like, y'all have Tiffany D. Jackson like here, and you couldn't. I'll hop up on that stage and ask her, like, have conversation with her. So they did finally have someone, I think, from Brave and Kind that went up there, and she did a great job on the fly. But I was just like, it was weird to me that they didn't have that organized or have a speaker. Like y'all were just gonna have Tiffany up there on the stage answering our questions.
Right.
But I will say
Yeah.
I'm excited after hearing about her middle grade book. Like I'm excited to read it. Like it sounds so good.
Yeah,
Um,
I almost stopped my book today to read it because
really?
I have a Libro FM credit. I
Yeah.
bought a book that I didn't realize I read before and it was just a new title.
Okay. Oh
And
wow.
so I sent them an email like, I my fault, but I didn't know this author changed the title of the book. I've already read it. Can I have my credit back? And they did. I was like, I don't want any money, just give me the credit. And they sent it to me.
Wow. Yeah, I've had that happen before too. I think I purchased something with Libro and then like a few days later the influencer picks came out and it was on there for free and I was like, well, give me my credit back now. So it was something along those lines and they ended up giving me they really don't ask too many questions. They're pretty nice about giving you the credit and stuff without the hassle. So that was nice. So
Yeah, that was very nice. I love Kia Abdullah, and it was one of somebody on Fable told me about one of her books,
mhm.
and in me trying to find it, Hoopla had it under a different title,
Oh
and
wow.
so when I was able to buy it with Libro, I'm like, this is the same description as that book I read on Hoopla, and as much as I love her books, I didn't love that one. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I want my credit back.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you were able to get it back. Hey Nicole. Hey Brandy. Okay. I think so. I was saying earlier to the first few that hopped on that y'all are probably gonna have to walk me through this book because
Mhm.
I read this forever ago. Literally when this was happening, and that was at the end of May. So I'm like, you know how many books I've read since then? I don't remember anything about anything other than Hendrix. That's all I can tell you.
That's more than I
So
remember.
oh, I'm like, oh, I've been all around the world. Like I just got home 30 minutes ago, so I'm like scrambling right now. These kids keeping me everywhere, and we're going out of town tomorrow morning, so I'm just all over the place. But I will say I did enjoy it. Now I need to go see what I rated it because I think it was 4. I don't know if it maybe 5. I don't know. What did y'all think of the 3 in the series? Where did this one land as far as your favorites?
This was definitely my favorite.
Was it? I think,
Same.
yeah.
It's my
Yeah,
favorite too.
I gave it 4.5. You know, the first book I didn't care for,
Yeah.
so it wasn't hard to surpass it. But I enjoyed the second book, but this one I knew that she was gonna feel the most relatable to me of the
Mhm.
three friends.
Yep. I agree.
And the dementia element was extremely relatable, and me going through that with my grandmother,
Yes.
it really hit hard.
Oh,
But I love the way she handles things like that. Like in book two, the way she handled autism and things. It's like
yep.
you can tell she really does her research. And I love an author that
Mhm.
does that.
Yep. And I know that she has a lot of personal experience with some of these things, but when she did talk about that at the chat a little bit about how she actually goes out and talks to people that are actually dealing with this in real life to get, different perspectives and so it feels real. So yeah, she does a great job of researching um, things that she's putting in her book. Yeah, I love that. I love when a romance novel feels real
Mhm.
me. That's like Abby Jimenez has become one of my top favorites for that very reason. Everything she puts in her book, it just feels very real. Like the characters are a mess or they have some personal problems going on, whether it's a bad relationship with one of their parents, or they're dealing with an illness, or somebody else in their family that has an illness. It just feels very, very real. So I appreciate that about Kennedy as well, and the research that she um, put into this book, all of her books. Well, actually, aside from Real, I've read the entire Skyland series, but I think Real is the only other one outside of this that I've read. So I'm not sure where those books fall on the scale, or her other series like the Hoop series and things like that. But um,
I like the book, but um, I'm not an emotional person, but I cried several times in this book.
uh,
Even I called and talked to my daughter. She read it first because I told her, I said, "Oh, I forgot I had ordered it on Audible," and it popped up and gave me an email and said, "Hey, your book is ready." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I called my daughter. She's like, "Oh, so what are you doing, Mom?" I said, "Well, I'm reading another book right now." She said, "Okay, I'm gonna read it first then." I said, "Go for it." And she came back and was like, "It was so good." I was like, "Okay." I said, "I'm gonna read it next." And then I had mentioned something to her. She said, "Did you cry?" I was like, "No, I didn't cry." And then after I finished the book, I said, "Yeah, I cried several times." She said, "Oh, really? You never cry?" I said, I know, but oof, this had me.
yeah, that's hilarious. Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Any other general thoughts?
I didn't read the first one yet. I haven't. I just haven't gotten to it. But between the second one and this one, this was my favorite. I enjoyed the second, but this one was, I just liked it. It kept my interest from beginning to end. And like you said, Kennedy put so much research into her books. She even gave she gave tips on how to handle things. And like Erica, it reminded me because my grandmother, I have a grandmother that died of dementia, and my grandfather from Alzheimer's. So, some of that I knew, some of it I didn't, because my parents were actually closer to it than I was. But it was just real, and I like the way she puts in the romance with real life from all the characters. I have about 4 pages to go, but I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah, that was me too. I just looked. My rating was a 5 as well.
I think I felt the way that Erica and Topeka felt because I'm actually at the beginning journey of my mother living with Alzheimer's. She was diagnosed before her 60th birthday. She's only 63. So my hairdresser was telling me, she's like, "Oh, you're gonna relate to this book so much," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I think I got to the first 5 chapters, maybe 6, and I had to stop because I am at the beginning of the journey with my mother and Alzheimer's, like it's so real. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, my mother does that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like she has her shoes on the wrong feet. She's burning stuff in the kitchen. She's doing this, she's doing that. Like she's yelling at me. I'm like, this is not my mom. So I had to put the book down for a minute because it felt too real for me. And I was like, I wasn't in the emotional headspace to continue it. So instead of myself pushing through it, I was like, even though I wanted to get to the Maverick and Hendrix love parts, I'm like, let's not, stress yourself out, so now I feel like I've read a whole lot of other little good, yummy, yummy books. So now I'm like, okay, we could dive back into it. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, so I think I'm ready to dive back into it. So hopefully I can get it read this weekend. Yeah.
I think without, spoiling it too much, but I just loved Maverick and the way that he was able to help her mother through some things and just I love seeing that in a partner that like takes on your issues and doesn't see them as a big deal, but they want to help out in any way that they can. And I love that, like, because that's the reality. We all have issues, problems, baggage that we're bringing into relationships and things like that. And so you definitely want a partner that's going to be able to handle those things. And even if you don't have big major things, they're probably going to come down the line, So I love that about Maverick, just, his character.
Mhm.
Any other general thoughts?
I didn't like his ex-girlfriend and I wanted to strangle her on several occasions. And I can't even remember her name.
There.
There, that's it.
Yeah, real Aggie.
Little heifer. Yeah.
I called her that on many occasions. I was like, this little heifer got nerve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to pick this up tonight. I need to be able to call her a heifer too. Like she already getting on my nerves and I don't even know her yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly understood why she felt the way she did, but I didn't understand all the actions that she took after that. Because it's like,
that part.
Move on. What's the use? You're not
right.
You don't have to do all this stuff to her. Just move on. But I did understand her not liking their relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I totally don't think girl code applied in that situation.
It did.
I think girl code applied. They were acquaintances. They were not
right.
Tell them, Donna.
I can see a little bit of both. It just might have been a little too close for comfort, at least.
Yeah.
Early on.
I mean, she was totally.
But I'm like, well, you don't have to. Your relationship is done regardless of the reason. You don't have to do any of these things to her. They're together. You got somebody else. You're not with him. Move on.
But I think Zaire needed to accept the fact that they wanted two different things. She wanted children. He did not want children. So anything that happened outside of that relationship, she wanted something that he didn't want. And so the relationship was over like so long ago. And Zaire needed to come to the terms of, I want kids and he does not. Even when she was mad at her, she was feeling like she was, I don't know, like, what were you, even if they weren't together, your breakup wasn't going to change because he didn't want kids.
Right.
Right. Right.
And why do I think that she had something to do with the lawsuit coming against her,
Mm.
her company? It just really struck me like right around that time. Here comes this lawsuit, and I'm like, sound kind of sketchy to me.
Y'all have me
Did at
cracking up
first,
because,
but as
like,
it went on, I didn't.
you know, Renee and I both said that we didn't really remember the story. So I'm sitting there like, oh, this is
Calling
sounding juicy.
right?
Because I don't remember
Right.
this
I'm
stuff.
like,
I'm like,
wait.
wait, this is good.
It was. There was a lot. There was a lot going on. It was
After
good.
a reread.
It's been a minute since I read it because I didn't think Libby. I was shocked. Libby gave it to me like the second day it came out, and I was like, oh, I must read this right now.
Oh.
I can't wait. But now I'm like, oh, I forgot about this stuff. It's sort of running together with some other stories for me also.
Yeah, same. Because I read a lot of romance, so but y'all are helping me remember a lot of what's happened. And I was gonna say I appreciate the fact that most romance novels, it's everybody gets married, has kids, does all of that, and like Hendrix is like, yeah, if you don't want kids, you don't want kids. Like I love that was included because there are so many women that we know and just it's not necessarily their choice or whatever. And I love that was Hendrix in the book, that there was someone that represented that.
I did like that as well. I loved it. I'm like, okay, this is different. They're not gonna break up at the first sign of trouble and get back together. They're not gonna have
Right.
kids, but they're happy.
Right. And I feel like no one's compromising on, something they really don't want.
Now, I was a little concerned. I thought Kennedy was going to make me mad when the whole thing came out with the owner and his participation with the lawsuit and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, she going to make him do something stupid and they're going to break up and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, Kennedy, I like the way, he had her back. Okay, we good now, Kennedy, because I was mad.
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna break up. No.
Right. Please don't.
I love his dad's Maverick's dad, because he basically told him that if he felt that way about her, that the basketball team wasn't the most important thing.
Exactly.
So I really love the relationship that she built, in there with his father. I thought that was really key.
Yep. Because he knew he had that same feeling about Maverick's mom. So he was like, if she's the one, then all the rest of the stuff doesn't matter. I mean, you're a billionaire. It don't matter.
I did. I like
She
Maverick.
did her thing with this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this one was spicier than the first two.
Yeah.
Definitely spicier.
It was.
For sure. At the end, I'm like, okay, like again. But I'm not a big romance, like, I'll read them with a book club here and there. But I was like, oh God, another one. Like I thought we had hit the big moment, their big session, and then they just kept going. So
and I was like, "Ooh, get it in, get it in."
And it's so funny because that seems so tame. I just finished Restore Me like last week, and that book right there, every other page is like it's going down throughout the whole book, and I'm like, oh my God. Restore Me.
Let me get my book club notebook out.
Let me see. It's J.L. Seegers. Hang on, I'll be right back. Y'all keep chatting.
It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's Restore Me.
Yeah.
Oh, I have that on my list. I just haven't read it yet.
Yeah. I think I read the first 2. I didn't read the last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the only person that was kind of that closet scene, the coat closet? Listen, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a girl or something. I'm just like, we got all of this money. We can't just leave the party. We got to be in the coat closet.
That's part of the excitement.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And getting hot, and
I know it's hard to
Ignore me. I see it.
Walk in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Good, though. And there's other parts. I think there's another book that's like 3 parts or something like that. So I don't know. It was
Yeah.
good though. It was my first JL Seegers read, so I enjoyed it. It is a
Who
bit
said
of
that?
a
Donna
slow
or
burn.
Lee about the closet?
I said that about the
Donna,
closet.
I thought they were going to get caught.
I
I
did
thought they were gonna
too.
get caught
Yeah.
too. I was like, golly, at the
At the
birthday
party.
party. I know it was a
Yeah.
hotel across the street or something around the corner.
Something.
The driver could have spin out and got you where you needed to be. I was like, my goodness, man.
Damn. Y'all making me recall a whole bunch of
Yeah,
that
I
scene
guess
too.
he said I got to get it now because she's leaving.
But Kennedy
Yeah.
writes that spice, and I was just like, boy, her bedroom ought to be pretty spicy too.
I can't wait to go back on her catalog and see like how she's evolved. Like I want to see like I think the Hoop series I think is next up for me if the library when Libby gets it to me, but I'm interested to see how her stories have evolved since then. And then she did
series involved too. I mean, her writing got better.
Yeah.
I think since
think
the
so.
first one.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
haven't
did
read
Kennedy.
anything else by her except that
Kennedy?
one Audible that it was like a homecoming theme or
Yes, it's
something.
part one. Yep. I
Yeah,
know what you're
that's the only information I mean, the only book I've read from her outside of this series. And you know, I tapped out of book one twice, and I only read it because y'all were doing. I can't read a series out of order, so I forced myself. So I don't necessarily get the hype around her because I read so much, and I think there's authors who have enjoyed them more. So I don't know that I'll go back and read her other stuff, but I definitely enjoyed this book.
I think for me, I'm intrigued because so many people have talked about the Who series. So I will say no, I have read more of hers. What is that? Oh my God. It's the series that she has, and I think the girl is Native American.
Kings,
Oh,
all the
King
Kings,
something. I haven't read that
all the
one.
Kings. It's the
Kingmaker.
yeah, the King.
Kingmaker.
So I
The
read that one.
Queen moves. Yeah.
I own all three of them, I think. I've only read Kingmaker, but that book kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I recall from like reading it. I think for me it was their age difference when they first met. I don't know. He was like 17 and he was like an adult, right? Like I mean, I think he was in his 20s, but
Yeah.
there was something about that storyline that just rubbed me the wrong way, and I couldn't get that age difference out of my head, even though they didn't get like they met, but then they didn't get together or meet each other again until years later, I think.
Yeah.
But there was just something about that storyline of him being kind of fascinated or intrigued by her when she was that age, and I just couldn't get that out of my head, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to continue this series just for that reason. Like so I did. Yeah, I read Kingmaker. I think one of the others is like Queen Moves or something, and then there's
That's
I
the
don't know.
third
There's
one. Yeah.
yeah, but I have all three of them, but I don't think I'll go back on that one. But I do want to check out the Hoop series because I've seen a lot of people talk about that one.
I see that in Real.
Yeah, I've read
I,
Real.
I see a lot of good reviews for that one.
Yeah.
Real was good, and she's actually it's about to be a series or something. It's coming out.
Yeah.
She did say that that's in the works right now.
She's on the second one right now.
Yep.
Yep.
And then she's writing the second book. I don't know I want to say that one's coming out in a couple years. I don't know, but she's working on that. But there is a, something. It's going to be a series or something that is coming for Real. So that'll be interesting. But yeah.
Has she said this is the end of the series?
Yeah, that's it for
Yeah,
Sky.
that's it.
I'd like to
That's
see
it.
what happens with Skipper and is it
Oh
both?
my
Now
goodness.
that was crazy. And I guess I thought, it was going to be, they had maybe a thing in the past, but when I figured out that, no, that literally was the first time.
They met.
Yeah, now that was crazier to me than the closet scene.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah, I
funny.
thought they had history at first, and then, like you said, realized, this is the first time they've met, and they actually hate each other but like each other. Okay.
Yeah.
That aggression
It was
Crazy
yeah.
attraction.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd like to see what happens with the two of them, but oh well.
Maybe she'll give us like a novella or something.
That would be good,
Yeah,
actually.
a
Yeah.
novella
I
would
was
be great.
thinking, I like when they do like a Christmas novella and you catch
Mhm.
up with the people. Like
Yes.
Jones has done that a couple of times, and I eat those up.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of those off of your page, Erica. When I need a
I
little
love a reunion.
now I get suggestions for it in my Kindle app. But
Mhm.
yeah, and now that I have grabbed some off your page, I know which authors to look for and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, let me grab
That's
some of
me
these.
too. Yeah.
Oh, I keep your page open as one of my 100
Especially when
open
it's the
tabs.
indie stuff too, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
like that's you know, something I really don't too much dabble into, but I was like, I know Erica's got some good recs, so I'm starting to read indie more. Um
Yeah. I've noticed I've been reading a lot of indie lately.
yeah. I'm
Me too.
trying
I'm
I'm
in that
trying to
Jacquel J.
That's on she's on my list too. I will say attending Black Romance Book Fest really was eye-opening for me, and not just like there's so many authors that are just unknown to me, and I'm like, wow, like just being able to sit on their panels and just pick, and I might have come for somebody completely different, or maybe I came because of the topic, but then I ended up like writing down books of authors that I've never heard of before, that I've like immediately as I'm sitting there, I'm on Amazon like purchasing their ebook and stuff like that. So yeah, it opened my eyes to like so many authors that I just did not know about. Or even books that I already have in my catalog that are just sitting on a shelf. um, there's an author, Preslea. She wrote A Low Country Bride that
She's
came
in
out.
South Carolina.
Okay, so I was on a panel of
I
her,
wondered about that.
and her and Rhonda McKnight were just talking about how their books
Uh-huh.
talk about the Low Country and all that. And I was like, and I was telling Persitha, I was like, or
I
Preslea,
can't pronounce her name.
Preslea. It's Preslea, I believe. But I was telling her, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" As soon as I saw your book and I saw that church on there, I said, "I knew that was Charleston. Like that's my alma mater. That's where I went to school." And she was like, "Oh yeah." I was telling her like, I appreciate that y'all write about the Low Country. You don't really see that." And I was telling them how I went to CFC, and they were like, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm CFC alumni. Like, when did you graduate?" And I was like, "Oh, I graduated in 06." And she's like, "Yeah, I got my master's in 05." So we were actually in school at the same time at the College of Charleston. So it's just like a small world. But I've had that book forever, and it's like, okay, now I'm gonna bump it up. And since I'm going to Charleston this weekend, I'm bringing it with me to start. Her or Rhonda. I have to figure out which one I'm gonna read first. But yeah,
Which
it was just
Rhonda book are you thinking about?
all the. Hold on, give me a
Which
second.
has home in the name?
Yes, it's literally sitting right in front of me. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read the other book, so I'm biased, but
Will you make turn lock that door? Is it locked?
Did you read Bitter and Sweet, Erica?
I did. I
Oh,
know
I
you're.
read that.
I
heard
read
that
that.
was good.
That one was good.
Yeah, it was.
I
It's
gotta
on my
sit up
list. I
because
heard it was
otherwise
good.
y'all can see.
The thing about home
Rhonda
is good
But
as
that
well.
one too, that one was good.
Yeah, so I'm trying
Rhonda
to figure out which
said,
one.
Rhonda said,
I don't think you
Bitter
heard me, but I haven't read the other book, but that Rhonda McKnight book is you. It when I read that, you know how I said, "Oh, this is a Renee
You
book,"
always say yeah. Yeah.
because you know the historical
You know.
fiction loses me, but the historical fiction and that I said, "Oh, Renee's gonna eat this up."
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, so I have these. They'll both be read, but I'm just trying to figure out like which one do I want to read first while I'm in Charleston. Like, I want to try to go find the church and like get a picture of it in front of that while I'm there. But we'll see. But yeah, I did purchase the hardcover of this week, even though I'll read the ebook. But I wanted to support her and be able to take a physical picture while I was there. But
Both
yeah, I
I
of
just
like
thought that was
seeing
cool.
South Carolina in books too. I mean, because I'm from South Carolina, I like seeing the books. And I
Yeah,
love seeing Greenville, South Carolina in books.
yeah, specifically, yeah.
And it is in
Bitter
the
and
Dark
Sweet.
Maestro. The Dark
Oh
Maestro.
yeah, it's in the Dark
Yeah,
Maestro
they
as
end up
well.
in Greenville.
Yeah. See, I love when people like throw Gullah Geechees in a book, and I'm like, like, because it's they're everywhere there. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I
Very cool.
love to learn about Geechee culture. And that was something Ismar and I talked about. She bought me a book on Libra. I can't think of what it is. I'll tell you in a second. But that she was saying how she likes to learn about the culture, and I said I never even heard of it until I was a freshman at Johnson C. Smith and meeting people in this accent, and we were like,
Yes,
"Where are you from?"
literally.
I
Sounds,
was
yes.
so fascinated.
I would say that in college. I'm like, you
Awesome.
literally sound like you came from like Jamaica or something,
Yeah.
and this accent, and they're literally from like South Carolina. And it's just, it was the craziest thing to me that people talk like that. Cause my dad's from Trinidad, like my mom was married to a Jamaican. I'm used to hearing that accent, but when it came from South Carolina, I was just like, this is wild. You've lived here all your life and you sound like that. Like it was just
It,
such a
and
wild
they
thing
was
to me.
talking the girls out of their panties so fast because for whatever reason there was a lot of Northerners at Johnson C. Smith, and so we get there and first of all we thrown off by the country boys and we falling in love, and then we heard those accents. Oh, panties thrown.
Listen, that sounds like one of my college roommates. She was dating a Gullah Geechee, like a guy that was from there, and that was exactly it. She was obsessed with him for years, and I was like, it has to be the accent. Like that's
Called
one of the things.
BDE. Okay, the book I
Yeah.
was trying to remember is What You Leave Behind by Wanda M. Morris.
Hmm. Let me
Ismar
look that
bought
up.
that for me, and it talks about that. It also has a theme that I'm seeing a lot in current Black fiction of
Oh,
families
I think I
losing
have
their
that.
home and their land and stuff, like how
Definitely.
corporations are coming and stealing their land from up under them. It has that
Mhm.
theme in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I own the physical copy of this. It's
I,
upstairs
I think
somewhere.
I definitely think you'll enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'm adding that to the list. Okay.
And the narration was phenomenal.
Who's the
Hmm.
author of that one?
Wanda
Wanda
M. Moore.
M. Morris,
Okay, I think I have that one on my
What You Leave
PPR.
Behind.
Da-da-da-da. I'm just reading the description real quick. Okay. Because I'm always looking for like, stuff in the fall that we could read. Might add that. Okay. Let me put that in my
It was good.
notes.
Oh, let
Yeah.
me mark it. Renee might add.
Listen,
I
look,
know.
I will let you know for sure because I'm like, do I
Yes,
even
this
have
is my book
anything?
club notebook.
Yeah, I only plan out usually a few months in ahead, so I don't have like the whole year planned out just simply because there's stuff that releases, and then so I just kind of figure it out as I go. But I'm trying to see if there's any gaps. Huh. September might be it or October. Okay,
When
because
does Alan come out? October?
which one?
Alan Iverson.
Oh, good question.
Is that
I
October?
forgot.
I know
Might
you
be
didn't forget,
September.
Or
Erica.
November?
Right.
Girl, you know how many books I got in my head? And now because I just read Coach Thompson's book, they keep really pushing Charles Oakley's book. And since I watched Real Housewives, I'm like, I
Housewives.
need to read this
Yes.
So
ASAP.
I read
Yes.
Charles Oakley's book. It's good. He is
Yeah,
a
I'm a sucker for a
menace.
sports memoir.
He is
I'm
a menace.
Alan is October 7th.
I'm looking at September, October for What You Leave Behind. Probably September. I'm thinking because we haven't done YA in a while, I might do Tiffany D. Jackson's newest one. Wait, when does Scammer come out? Or The Scammer? She's coming out with another book.
I
Oh,
don't know if I
I
saw that.
can't
I didn't
keep
know
up
about
with
that one.
I don't think
Isn't
I saw
that
that
this
either.
one I sent you the Goodreads?
October
the-
is the scammer.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to see. Do you know the exact date? October 7th.
October 7th.
I have to figure out if I want to do that or Scammer. All right, I'll put more thought into this. Probably Tiffany D. Jackson for October since her stuff tends
Oh,
to
I
be
did remember this. I forgot. Yes. Okay. I was shocked
Tiffany.
both. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Renee.
Oh, go ahead. Because
No, I was
I'm way
just saying, you know, I use Hoopla a lot, and both the audiobook and ebook, Tiffany's was available yesterday on Hoopla. I was like, oh,
off.
that hardly ever happens.
Which book?
It's
Oh, wow.
nowhere
Sheila?
to be found on Libby.
Her a middle school book, what
Oh.
is it, In the
Blood in the
Water?
Water.
Blood in the Water.
Water. I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that because I was going to use my credit for it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
read
like
because it's
somewhere
her
recently.
first time doing middle grade.
middle school,
Yeah,
probably.
so middle school kids aren't awake to Tiffany D. Jackson yet.
And she said, yeah, there's not many of, here it is. Sorry, I gotta keep.
Oh,
But so I'm either thinking about doing this or the scammer for October, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
about it a little bit more. I'm just not sure because the other one doesn't come out till October 7th, and this one's kind of already out. But the description of this, what she was talking about, it sounded so good yesterday. And again, she said like it's the first of her kind. She was talking about the cover, and she was really lost in the direction of how to like market because there's really no books like this for middle grade. So this is like completely new to her. But it's cute. I gave Tenley my copy so she can get it signed. I know it's hard to see, but she put
Aww.
a little like water with a shark fin in there, and it says like "See you at the beach." There's literally a shark in the water in the book right here. So yeah, I know it's hard to see, but yeah.
10's her target audience. I know
Yeah.
she'd love that.
Yep. So yeah, I let Tenley have my copy to get it signed and personalized to herself. I did get her to sign Grown for me though. But yeah, so it sounded really good. And she does a lot of research. She said that she's also coming out with another one. Maybe next, I think she said it's due in 2026, but it's going to be based in Savannah. So, yeah, she's excited about that one too. And I'm like, okay. I want to say that this one is based in the Hamptons or part of it, something like that. Because she was talking about the Hamptons yesterday, but yeah, it sounded really good. Or
Did
sorry,
she-
not the Hamptons, Martha's Vineyard. Well, but yeah.
Did she talk about Brooklyn?
No.
Let me see my niece.
Oh no,
Exactly.
she mentioned her pregnancy and how it was the worst pregnancy ever. I don't know if she was talking about the research, I think, in this book, and there was somewhere where she went where it was like there's a tradition where they jump off a bridge, like it's a I don't know. And she's like, yeah, I was doing research and I was there, and she's like, obviously I couldn't jump because I was pregnant. But then she was talking about how it was like the worst pregnancy ever, like it was just awful for her. Just a lot of morning sickness and stuff like that. And then she was talking about how she was writing Blood in the Water while she was pregnant. But that's pretty much all she said about her daughter. Like the rest of it was just banter about the book and her other books. People were actually asking other questions about her other books and their book club reads and allegedly. And yeah, it was interesting.
Nice.
So yeah. Didn't mean to get way off subject like that of all these books. Like I'm just over here with a collection of stuff that I'm just pulling out right now. But any other thoughts about Can't Get Enough before we, I guess, move on to other reads? Other than we all enjoyed it. It was good. I'm interested to see, what she does next. I know part 2 or the second book to the real series is coming, but we'll see. But yeah. Anybody planning on going to Black Romance Book Fest next year?
If I can get a ticket.
I have
Well,
it.
9 a.m. Listen, yeah, 9 a.m. on the 15th.
I had serious FOMO. Oh, I had serious FOMO.
I am not, but Asia is like telling me like you better come on. Because so when you mention indie authors, they got the Titans.
Yeah.
When you get Alexandra Warren to come outside, and she don't come outside.
Yep.
And Alexandria House and CCJ, like they got the of Black romance. And I'm like, and that's why, no hate to Kennedy Ryan, but I said I don't get the hype because Black romance they're the best at it. They are
They-
truly the best at contemporary Black romance that makes it feel like, oh, this is a vibe. This
Mhm.
feels like me and my friends. This feels like the best episode of Insecure. They mastered that.
Mm.
And so that's Asia's like, girl, like she keeps sending me stuff like, look at who's coming. I love my
Trying to
indie
get you
girlies,
there.
but I don't like people. And I'm like, oh, I don't know that I want to
mean,
be
it's
the
a lot.
people and their carts and
Well, the thing
ugh.
is I will say the venue is probably 2 to 3 times the size this coming year. Like they've really upped their game with it, so it shouldn't be as cramped as it was this year. Because I mean, there was a lot of carts and a lot of like just trying to maneuver through crowds and stuff like that, and the lines for signing were super long. But
Yeah.
it was probably one of the best bookish weekends I've had. It was definitely a great experience. I, of course, was a moderator slash influencer, so I went as that. But even if I'm not offered that this year or for next year, I will pay to go. So that's kind of my dilemma right now is they haven't like that I at last time I checked, they haven't reached out to influencers or anything like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be invited back, on what scale. So if worst case scenario, I can always buy the ticket and then just
You could sell it.
at a later date.
I'm gonna ask for you. What's tea? Y'all offering it or not before my friend buy her ticket?
I know. And the
Don't say
thing
your
is
name.
I
Don't say
just
your name.
I don't want to rub them the wrong way by doing that because I'm sure
That's why I'm gonna ask. I'm
yeah.
not gonna mention you. I would just be
Right.
like, "What's tea?"
I like that. I like
I'll
that
get
idea, Erica.
I'll get Leah to ask
And the
because
thing is
they'll never make that connection.
really, yeah, because I think the thing is like last year we knew as of June or July of last year, like they were already sending me interest and stuff like that. Like I already gotten the email. So I know Lauren was on vacation last week. Authors were just submitting their stuff. Vendors are just submitting their stuff. So they're a little bit behind, but I'm like, it would be really nice to know before that October 15th or that August 15th date. So we know whether or not we have to, shell our coins out. But I will say like my keynote with Tia went really well. We had a great time. So I was nervous as all get out because this is my first time like moderating anything as a influencer and Tia at that, So and even just the Lovers and Friends panel, like I had some amazing authors, Bella J, Taj McCoy, Drea Anderson, Sharina Harris, and I'm missing one. But yeah, I had a great panel. Like everybody loved my questions. They went smoothly. They were fun. And it was like you feel like you've known these people forever. Like sitting down with Tia, you would think that we met before. Well, we did on Friday, right before Sunday. Our Sunday, we met right here, right before it happened. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. It was awesome to see just so many like see Miss Bev, like Beverly Jenkins. I
Yeah.
got a picture with her. Like that to me was one of the coolest things. It's like this is a living legend right now, in the bookish world. And it was just cool to see just the hype surrounding books and lots of vendors, lots of just cool events that they put together. They really did a great job. So I'm excited to see what they do this year. And
Well,
again,
like Keela, I'm gonna try, but I'll be honest. I'm more excited to see y'all than the
yeah.
authors. Like
Yeah. And I was gonna say that was a highlight.
that was the FOMO for me was certain creators, certain people,
Yeah.
the readers, not so much the authors for me.
And maybe just do like a 1-day pass. Maybe that's what you do and just, see if that works. Then you don't have to be tied to going both days.
We gonna see. You know who I'm gonna ask for the money. We gonna see.
Yeah, be like, hey, I need $200 to
Right,
all
because
access.
Girl, you know it's going up this year.
it's right after my cruise. That's the thing. I'm like, oh, child, be fiscally responsible. I ain't bought my kid no school clothes. All I know is I'm outside all 2025. She gonna have to wear last year's school clothes.
I know that's me too. I'm like, okay, we've got this vacation this weekend, and then there's literally nothing until October. But I'm like, then volleyball comes up, and then basketball, and then there's always something. So I'm like, I'm trying to just sit down. I said I wanted to be outside, and I've done a great job of being outside. But yeah, I'm like, yo, my pockets right now just wants me to sit down for a second.
Yeah, we definitely been outside.
So the tickets go on sale on the 15th of August?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask August 15th.
Eastern time. Make sure you're in the right time zone.
Right.
Eastern
Don't
time.
get caught up.
Right.
Y'all can hear me now. So I was gonna say I submitted my survey for the festival, and my suggestion was pre-signed books only.
Good.
Signing lines or lines for authors need to be pictures only. Like you have to pre-order the book and get it signed, because those cards and those lines are ridiculous. And everybody should have a chance to be able to at least meet their favorite author and take a picture. You're bringing 12 books up there. That was just kind of disrespectful to me.
And I said
because
that.
I didn't get it in the lines because I was like, no.
Yeah, these people are all up in arms when I put it on Threads. I'm like, y'all bring in 12 books. Like, they literally have a 2-hour time slot to sign books. And there, I mean, when I tell you Kennedy and Jessica, who else was the other? Was it JL Seegers or was it Jaquel J?
I think it was Jaquel.
Yeah,
it's like a 4-hour line
wrapped around.
Oh my goodness.
Or even after the 2 hours, they had to move Kennedy and Jaquel into their own rooms upstairs on another floor so that they can continue to finish signing books, because them things, I'm telling you, those people did not go to many panels because they just sat in line waiting for Kennedy to run. And luckily, like, I had my books pre-ordered this day and got my picture the day before, because this was an event that was up here in Gwinnett that had nothing to do with Black Romance Book Fest. But like, those lines for Kennedy, it was crazy to see how many people were standing in line for 2+ hours to get her autograph. So
it's gonna be like that for Christina C. Jones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All of those folks that they named yesterday or the day before who were not there, their lines are going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. Like I said, Alexandra Warren, she don't come outside. It's hard to catch her. So I think her line will be hefty. But, you know, CCJ is the GOAT. Her line is going to be bananas.
Yeah.
And she's very chatty. Like, I used to watch her. She used to do Zoom calls like this for her book releases. And I used to join them. And she's very chatty. So her line will be crazy.
Well, I'm going to try to get my ticket. We're going to see what's happening on the 15th.
August 15th
We're gonna see.
at 9, right?
Donna, where do you live?
I am in Maryland.
Oh, so you can make the trip. So this year, I didn't come out. I'm in Atlanta, and Topeka came down. We didn't actually do the event, but we did meet up and go for brunch. No, it was lunch.
Dinner.
Yeah, I forgot it was late in the day. But we all met up and just hung out because I didn't pay for anything, and Topeka came into town. So even if you don't get a ticket, we will definitely be meeting.
That again. Sure. That was fun. So we can plan to do that on Sunday. Maybe even Friday if as long as Kennedy or somebody doesn't come in town and throw some random bookish event out there. I was like, Kennedy's coming 10 minutes, well, more like 15 minutes from my house. Of course I'm going to that. Like, that's crazy to have her that close. And
it's on their website, right? Tickets going to sell on the festival's website. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Because I have to tell my friend in Atlanta because she didn't know anything about it. Surprisingly.
That's a lot of people. Once it was sold out, they're like, I've never heard this. I didn't know anything about it. And I'm like,
she didn't know until I told her what I was in town for.
Yeah,
The Chocolate City one sold out too. The one that's in DC sold out. Like 11 minutes, it was gone.
Everybody, like, there's so many I can't keep up with. Casey just came out with hers, which is, what is it? The Book Bash? Something.
Black Book Bash.
Black Book Bash that's happening in October, and it's in Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm like, yo,
I just saw that.
Yeah, I was like, I know I'm personally not going to be making it because I'm going to be in the Mediterranean. So it's just not going on my calendar this year. But yeah, I was just like, oh my.
Light flex.
Little
I'm
flex,
not
right?
Mediterranean, sorry.
Not out of town, but out of the country.
I'm booked and busy, baby.
Even so, like, I mean, I know, and a few of us talked about this, that's Casey's Revenge, because she's been in charge of the book portion of Essence's stuff. And so they've kind of just gone a new direction where Penguin Random House, I think, is taking over it. And so she has no involvement. So I think this idea came from that. But I'm just like, I'm still trying to recover from Black Romance Book Fest, y'all. I can't do another festival right now. Like, Asia be having me out in these streets every weekend. I blame her.
I will sponsor a tribute. I think I'm going to try to go. I haven't verbally said yes yet. But then my mom was like, I want to go. I was like, I don't think this is your crowd.
Your partner in crime.
So I'm on the bridge.
Yeah, let us know how that is if you do end up going. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes with Penguin. I think I saw a few authors that were supposed to be there. Was Kennedy on there? I feel like I saw her on some promo, but yeah. It's going to be interesting, so.
Well, I see Jacquel is on there again. So if I could just get one signature, I don't need 5. I just need one
Just
book.
Prepared to wait in line. I mean, they have usually most of them have 2 days worth of signing, a 2-hour block on each day. But just be prepared to stand in line for.
But I think she had where you could order your books in advance too.
I don't know if those were they signed though.
I don't know.
Jess, do you remember if those books that were pre-ordered, if they were signed? I didn't think they were.
I'm on a bridge, so I don't know if y'all can hear, but Asia said most of her orders were signed.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, then that's probably the way to go. But again, like I'm wondering how, like, I don't even remember how Asia got her books, like if she had to wait in that line to go to the author to pick up her stuff too. Like, I don't know how pre-orders worked. So that's another question. And I can ask Asia these questions to figure out how she picked up her books. That'll kind of, because if you're gonna stand in line anyways, like to pick up your books, then you might as well just get it signed while you're there,
I would pay the shipping for them to just send me the book.
Yeah.
To my house. And I don't have to lug it around Atlanta or,
Yep. And I will say that they did have a shipping station on Sunday where you could ship your books home. So that's not a concern.
Oh, okay. I was like,
order 30 books and you're trying to figure out how I'm going to put these in my carry-on or whatever. They did have a shipping station. I think it was a flat fee of either $20 or $25. It wasn't too pricey to put them in per box and ship it home. So that's also an option if you are planning on coming. They did have that, and I thought that was an amazing thing to have for people to be able to send their books, t-shirts, paraphernalia, whatever they bought home. A lot of cute little vendors and things like that. So yeah, it was definitely worth the hype. They had the welcome mixer Friday. This is if you have all access, but you can add on these things. I will say the keynote sessions, the one on Saturday with Kennedy, I'm not sure about the one with Jasmine because Kennedy did one in the morning on Saturday. Jasmine did one around lunchtime on Saturday, and then I did the one with Tia on Sunday morning. Those are not part of the regular pass. You have to have all access to be able to attend the keynotes. We didn't find that out until we were actually there, and we were like, wait a minute. So that's something to think about if you're looking at all access passes, the mixers, the events like the movie night, they had the Decades dance Saturday night. Jess, what did you do? Scent making? I think they made their own perfumes or candle making. I think it was perfumes, maybe.
Yeah, it was perfumes. It was it was cute.
Yeah, so they have if you get the all access, you still have to register for those, but you can jump in on those experiences too. So there is a lot of little things that are included with all access, but there is the option to add those things on as a, one-off if you want to onto your day pass or whatever you want to do. So something to think about.
On TikTok where somebody, I don't know if it was a session where the authors were listening to people read. They were listening for, I guess, to find.
So I walked in on that session. I did get to see Wesley's face. I took a picture of her. So I thought it was called author narrator speed dating. And I just assumed it was like a session for everybody. But actually what it was is authors did speed dating with narrators, and they could kind of talk and have conversations and figure out if this is a narrator that they would like to work with in the future, which I thought was very cool. But it wasn't clear to me that it was just for authors. That didn't click
Mhm.
for me. So I like walked in the door and like I went late because I was coming from another session, but I walked in the door and there's like just tables of speed dating. And I was like, okay, I did like the Homer Simpson and just kind of like faded into the background and left immediately. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Wesley did host those two. Miles, I know everybody's going crazy about Miles. But yeah, she was there, and those were really cool sessions to see like them pair up, be able to pair up or figure out, some narrators that they want to work with. That was really cool. So, yeah, I will say, I think there was two speed dating sessions. Outside of that, I don't, unless it conflicted with another session that I went to instead, I really don't think that there was many panels with the narrators. So I would have loved to have seen a panel for us where we can ask questions or ask the process of like, what's it like? What projects do you have coming up? Whatever the case was, I wish that because I'm such everything I do is audiobook. So I would have loved to have had a panel where I could just ask them questions, listen to what their experience is, how they got in the game, that kind of stuff. And like I said, there could have been one, but I probably if there was, I went to something else instead. So yeah, but overall, it was a great experience. If you're something you're interested in, I say do it. Um, it'll be bigger and better next year. So, anyways, what are y'all reading? I know it's almost time to wrap up, but I feel like I think I only read 6 books in June. There was just a lot going on, but vacations and then I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood.
Birthdays.
TV, no, I was like, yeah, me being outside, and then also if y'all watch Love Island, that's consumes my life right now. You've probably seen it all over social media, but that literally has taken up so much of my time.
I just started. This was my first season watching it. My son got me watching it, and I'm just like, "Whoo!" Last night's episode was great.
Yes, it was. So I will say, if you're loving this season 6, this is 10 times better. So if you have time later in the year, go back and watch season 6 because it was like the best season of any of them. I will say there's a lot of twists and things happening and not happening in this season that aren't typical. This season is very weird because they have influencers on there. I don't know if y'all know who Ace Green is, but he's typically on TikTok teaching the Pakistanians how to dance and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the guys on there. So he's actually getting a lot of hate on this show. So I don't like that. But yeah, there's a lot of influencers, and so it's kind of like they're playing the game for the money rather than the regular people that usually come on there to find love and actually make connections.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Like there's a lot of things that typically happen in the seasons that haven't because there's not really many connections. It's weird, but yeah. Anyways, that show airs 6 nights of the week. Today actually happens
wow.
the only night that there is not an episode, and then on Saturdays there's like a talk show where they kind of recap. Yeah, it's called After Sun, and they recap what's happened on the week, and then anybody, if they've gotten voted off, they bring them on that show. So yeah, it's 6 nights a week that if you're watching After Sun as well, it's 6 nights every night at 9 o'clock. I did suck Asia into watching this show with me. I told her to give me 1 week of watching it, and now she's sucked it. But it's good. It's like I said, it's time consuming, but it's entertaining. But it's everywhere on social media. Like I started going on there and I'm like, Peloton is doing an ad on a play on Love Island. Where there was like some food places that were doing a play on like this. If you've seen those Mamacita ads or whatever, that's all Love Island. And I'm like, dude, everybody is on this. Crazy. But anyways, back to you guys. What do you guys
I'm gonna do the buddy read with Asia and the group. Was it King of Ashes? Is that the name of it?
Today, yeah.
The essay
King of
called the-
Ashes.
Oh,
My
I'm doing
God.
that next.
When is that?
What, King of Ashes?
I just got my book, so I need a reason to.
I can get Asia, or I can add you guys. We're doing it on Storygraph. So if you guys, I will post it. Let me see if I can. I will post it. Let me see if I can like post it. I'll post it in the group, and then you guys can find it on that page. Like I'll post it as soon as we're done. Dang it, it just kind of disappeared from me.
Highly
Yeah, but
recommended. Highly
yeah.
recommended.
Oh my God, like, oh my God, that's all
Essay,
I'm not gonna say no spoilers.
Essay Cosby is that
I made
dude.
a
It is.
comment.
It is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was
I
amazing.
read one of his and was
I-
like, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
put in my review, I
Mhm.
felt like King of Ashes read like an Eric Jerome Dickey book. I felt like it was Eric Jerome Dickey when he was in his bag, when he
Okay.
was at his best.
Mm.
And later, not early EJD, but when he got more into like a little bit more drama and hijinks, it gave me EJD vibes, and I was like, oh yes, I wish he could read this.
Okay. Because I
Mm.
want this on my iPad. So now it's asking me
I'm
to switch.
super excited.
To mute that. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to add people. It might just be Asia that has to do it.
Yeah, Asia might
I
have
think
to do
so.
it.
Yeah.
Because the only option it's giving me is to leave the Buddy Lee, and I'm not trying to do that, but I want to. Yeah, look, I just saw your comment, Keela, where and it all made sense. The last thing I said, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that, like, and I love that about a book when you read one specific thing that happens or a certain part, and I was like, immediately 5 stars just because that happened. Like, I just. When I read that twist right there, I was like, oh yeah, that's getting, I don't even care about the last, 5% of the book. Like this is a 5-star for me for sure. Yeah, Cosby does not miss for me at all.
Yeah,
Like,
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the end of the book made it a read for me.
Yep.
And paired with Adam, as a narrator.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Because all I kept hearing is Buddy and whatchamacallit might, like when he reads,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is back to it's amazing.
They are the best pair.
Yeah. It was it's like Roman went home and was like, got himself into some shit. Like he didn't see that coming. But yeah, a lot of it made sense. Yeah, it was just interesting. Yeah, read it. It probably will be one of my top 10 reads this year. Just it was that good. What else? What else are you guys reading?
So I
related?
just finished yesterday The Girls Who Grew Big by Layla Motley.
Layla Motley. Yep.
I recommend that as well.
That's on my list too.
The teenage girls were just a mess, but Layla is such a great storyteller.
I need to see it. I think I have the arc for that. I hope I have it.
Well, while you're looking for that, I just saw a Steelers fan in chat. Y'all see that?
Where?
Saw her come in.
Oh, on the
Stacey Brantley.
Girl.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Stacey. I didn't invite. We in here.
Get the setup. No, I'm just kidding.
we are literally everywhere.
Absolutely. It's nothing like us.
Yes, everywhere I go, because y'all know I dress like Mike Tomlin everywhere I go. So I'm
Yes.
constantly meeting Steelers fans.
That's hilarious.
I'm reading Losing Control by Lady Nisha.
Okay.
I've heard of it. Yeah. I saw that
I've
somewhere.
heard of it. I haven't read it though.
It's a big book, 600 pages. That's why I was like, woo, it better be.
Oh man, giving me flashbacks of a love songs. I was like, that damn book was so long. It was
I like that book though, Love Songs. I loved it.
It was good. Read it one time and then kind of stopped like 26% in and then forgot everything that I read. So we did a buddy read, October, sometime last year, maybe even later than that. But I finally finished it. So I'm proud to have, after years, knocked that off my list. I started No Ordinary Love. I finished King of Ashes today. Yeah, it is. Like I will say her other release that she had just really didn't do it for me. I can't even
I
remember
like this
what the
one
book.
better. I like No Ordinary Love better than the first one.
Yeah, because the first one was okay for me. But this one, like, I'm already sucked in from like, she did the award show or whatever, and I'm like, okay, like he's meeting at the lady's house, and I'm not trying to give any spoilers, but that's where I'm at. So I've literally already read 20% of the book and I just started it like a few hours ago. So it's
Well,
good.
she had me with the title. That is my favorite Sade song.
You know that the girl on the cover to me looks like Sade though. I kind of look at her and I'm like, yo, she kind of like resembles her a little bit to me. I don't know if that was intentional, but yeah, I was like the title definitely intrigued me. So it was a library hold and I was gonna skip it, and then I was like, you know what? I've been pushing this off for months and months and months. Let me just go ahead and read it real quick. So
I
that'll be
also
my
got sucked into the whole Ethic series.
Nope, not
I
gonna
went all
do
the
it.
way to the beginning to Moth to a Flame, and then I'm on the Prada plan. So I'm going through it all the way. I'm like the long way, not the short way that you only talk about ethic. I'm going all the way through Moth to a Flame, Prada plan. I think Lux comes after that, and then Ethic and
Okay.
Butterfly. So I'm
I
on the
did
Prada plan 4, and it is
good.
woo, she likes to tussle with us.
I think I started with the ethics series and I think I read 3. So I own the other ones. I just haven't gone back to finish them, but yeah, they were good. I just need to go. So I either read the first 2 or the first 3, but I need to go back and finish it because I own all the books now and I'm just haven't gone back. So thanks for that reminder. It's like I get sidetracked. Squirrel, like a new book comes out and I'm like, what this shiny new toy, a new book comes out and I'm like, okay, forget about everything I was reading. Crazy. Anybody else?
Listening to, I'm reading The Plus Size Player.
I've been reading it for months. I read a little bit every day. I will wait till closer to our meeting to finish it. I've decided. So I'm like 63% in, but I've been reading it for months.
Yeah, this is our July book club read. So we're finishing. No, this is only second book in the series. Sorry. But yeah. So July.
Yeah, I hounded her for the arc and she got it for me. And then I played around. Now I feel bad. So I was like, I'm gonna just read it with the group.
Oop, I had an arc I was supposed to finish by yesterday. Oop.
See, that's why I stopped requesting them, because I don't mind reading an arc, but I don't always read it when they need me to read it. That's the problem.
It's either, I think it releases on the 8th.
Yeah, I still say happy pub day, but I sure didn't have a review for her.
Like Tuesday the 8th?
Yeah.
Like next week.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to have it finished by yesterday because it releases on the 8th. And I kept putting stuff in front of it because, new shiny new toy. And then I forgot. Oh.
And Libby, man, Libby will mess you up. Like you'll be trying to read something else and have and then something else will come. Like I was supposed to read
plan, man.
Yeah, I was supposed to read Indigo by Beverly Jenkins like 5 books ago, and I've just not gotten to it.
Yeah, and I'm a mood reader too, so
I remember
it depends on the vibe.
I remember when I used to have planned ARC or like planned TBRs for the month, and now I just laugh at myself about that because
I used to be like, how does she survive like this? You have your little
seriously.
And
then
like,
actually
no way.
And I also used to read multiple books at one time. I can't do that now. Like I don't even know who I was back then when I was planning TBRs for the month.
To read multiple books.
I do 2 at a time.
I can't. I used to be able to, but I can't. I can barely remember what I read 5 minutes ago. So for me to like be split in between 2 books, I'm gonna be like, well, what was happening over here? And then I'm gonna go.
They have to be entirely different.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant earlier when I said can't get enough was running into other stories.
Yeah.
It's giving me plus size player vibes. And so I'm getting the books mixed up a little bit. And like I said, plus I've been reading it for months. I only read a little bit at a time. I'm microdosing this book.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to remember plus size player because I'll read it closer to the chat this time. But those first Matriarch and Can't Get Enough, I had to read at the same, like earlier in May because I went to the tour and stuff like that. So
gotta do it when you can.
Yeah. that was like a terrible decision, but I had to do it because I didn't want to show up to these events and not have read the book. So, but I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's got to be towards the end. So,
Well, I am going to give y'all a YA rec.
okay.
I just read Under the Neon Lights by Ariel
yeah.
Vinson. If you liked Love Radio, I would recommend this. It gave that same Ebony Liddell feeling of Love Radio. And I know Finding Jupiter wasn't popular, but it reminded me a lot of Finding Jupiter, which I also really loved.
Mm.
Under the Neon Lights.
I think it just came out this week.
I think that just came up at my library. Oh, I need to grab it.
Yeah, I was surprised it came up. So I was like, oh, let me go ahead and read it. And I loved it. It's a cute little YA romance. But she meets him at a skating rink, and roller skating is like almost a separate character in the book, the skating rink and everything. It's really cute.
Is this a debut novel for her or no?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. And so it's short because it's YA, so it's not very long. But that same soulful, feel good, like Love Radio game, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, I like Love Radio a lot.
Yeah, I was disappointed because I just read her other book, This Could Be Forever, and it did not hit the same. I didn't enjoy that one very much.
It's always hard to follow up a good book. That second one is hard to follow up when you have that hit. Like, I'm sure Kennedy Ryan is probably like, she got to follow up the Skyland series, and
Yeah, because then you get exposed to all these new fans. That's what I think about, like with Danielle Allen having her Plus Size Player and Curvy Girl Summer. You know, I'm a fanatic, and I've read all of her books, and I'm like, I love to see her do well, but there's pressure on her that was never there before because she's now having this commercial success.
Anybody else want to share what they're reading?
I'm reading Lachelle Collins' Hot as Habanero.
Okay.
Pepper James trilogy.
Is that like Curvy Mystery? I mean, is that a cozy mystery?
No, I normally listen to those. This one is, she's a FBI agent in it. And she falls in love with a guy, but he has a secret past. Well, a secret that he's going through right now that kind of ties into what she's doing as an FBI agent. So they're navigating through that. I just finished the first book. So she left me on a big cliffhanger. So now I have to start the second book to figure out what happened. But so far it's pretty good.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
I like your Michelle picture. I just noticed in the back the cover of the book. That's cute. Yeah.
My aunt got me tickets to go see her before I had surgery. So it was like I got to see her, got my book signed, and was down. So I had something to read while I was down. So yeah. It was awesome. She was good.
My plan for my rodeo relay to Atlanta next week is to start reading August Lane by Regina Black.
I gotta get on that one
country
too.
love story.
What's it called, Jess?
August Lane. It's all
Lane.
Lane. Yeah.
It's
That's
not
on
out
my
yet.
radar
It comes
too.
out the end of the month. But when
Okay.
Regina interviewed Kennedy, I guess, in New Orleans, that was like, if you bought The Art of Scandal, you got the arc of August Lane
Okay.
at the event. So I've been holding it for Cowboy Carter.
Hard to see. Yeah, my phone's not gonna be able to see that, but yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about that. So I have the arc. I need to bump it up.
The problem is I want to bump up every book. Like
There's too many.
I told my husband and my parents, I want to read all the books.
Yep. And then by the time, like, I'll put stuff on hold as it releases on Libby, and then by the time it actually comes to me, I'm on to something else. Like, I just keep pushing it out 30 days, 30 days, and because I won't let it go, but I'll just keep pushing it out. So, yeah. Problems. Huh. Donna, I just saw you added the scammer to your Goodreads and the Wanda, what you leave
I
behind.
want to read The Scammer
Yeah, I'm like,
because I think that's YA. The new one that she has for middle grade, I have to read that one as a librarian. I need to decide if I'm adding it to this collection or not. We got to check for all the things that parents would get you for. So
yeah, I'm debating. And if I did this one in October, we would have to, I mean, it doesn't come out till like the 7th or something like that, so people would get a late start on it. But we'll see. Because I think I would push it to November, but then I think we're doing Brandy's memoir comes out. I don't know. I've got to figure this stuff out. We'll see.
did you do Happy Land already? I loved Happy Land.
That's a lot of, and that's another one on Libby that I keep like pushing out. It actually was available to me today. I tend to read a lot of romance in the summer, so
Yeah, this one's historical fiction for sure.
yeah. So I probably will push Happy Land to the fall, because we had Dolan for Wench. She came on forever ago to talk about that book.
She came here and I went to catch her at a public library, so that was great to kind of meet her and talk to her. It was really good.
Yeah, she's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anybody else have reads they want to share? I know this is totally random, but I do want to go back and read 7 Days in June.
Me too.
I've read Audrey and Bash, and especially now that I should have worn my shirt today, but I have the shirt that has Eva Shane, Audrey and Bash on it. And now I want to go back and read 7 Days in June because I need to refresh my memory on that.
Yeah, I reread it last month.
Order.
Yeah. I reread it last month and I felt like such an idiot because when I met Tia and I was like, I'm from Louisiana too. She's like, yeah, my mom is. I totally forgot that mama was from Louisiana in the book until I started rereading. I was like, well, you idiot. She was probably looking at you like, did you really read my book?
Yeah, it's like, again, I forgot a lot of what happened, so I need to go back and it'll be nice to see Audrey in that book. Yeah, I definitely plan to reread that. So
reread that one before Audrey and Bash?
I did.
I don't think it's necessary, but
it's not necessary. But I didn't reread it back to back. I reread it like in December. I will say I did not care for Audrey and Bash because she didn't feel like the same little girl that we fell in love with in 7 Days in June. Yeah. I didn't like her character in Audrey and Bash. I liked Bash though, and he saved the book for me.
Bash is that guy.
Same for me, Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely felt more angsty and just not this little firecracker that we fell in love with. But I mean that happens also, you know.
The only thing I remember about 7 Days in June is that I enjoyed it. I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly. I know nothing about the storyline except for that.
It was steamy.
Yeah.
Rated it 5 stars, so
I loved going back to read that one.
Okay, I gotta tell my the girl who does my eyebrows was asking me for some steamy book recs. So as I was reading this one, I was like, well, this is one.
Did you tell her about that one series? I know you read it after I mentioned it. Sweet, what is her name? Where they do the sugar babies. They have the website where the sugar baby meets the sugar daddy.
Oh, I forgot about that. I haven't sent her any yet.
Because I know we talked about it, and you end up, I think you read the Lady Marie, something like that is her name. Because there's the 4th book.
Oh, I thought there were only 3. Okay. I think I read 2 of them. I know what you're talking about. Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry.
What's the name of it?
What about those? I don't remember.
Let me check my Goodreads. I'm sorry. I
Is
know
this
we talked about it in a chat like a few
like
months ago, and I
a
saw
long
Topeka read it
TBR?
after that. But they're all short also, but it's like the whole
Yeah.
theme is sugar babies. Oh, okay. The author is Lady Marie,
I take
and
the
the
same
series is
MD
called
training
Sugared and Spice.
that undergraduates take,
Okay.
You said sugar
which
and
is
spice?
Uh-huh.
For real though.
Right.
Sugared and Spiced is the series.
Yep.
And so the
Sugar
fourth
Spice.
book just came out.
Okay. I think I read 2. I don't think I read the third one yet.
There was a 2.5. I think it must have only been available on her site or something.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know how one of them, yeah, I think I had to go on her website and buy it because it wasn't on Amazon. But yeah, there's 4 books in the series now.
And
Very
Teresa J
spicy.
has that vampire series that I just fell in love with. I'm just like, I'm gonna read that
Oh,
one.
I know which the more recent one.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I did enjoy it. I can't think of the series name, but I definitely enjoyed that. And I didn't think I would ever like a vampire story.
And I think I may have gotten that off your page.
I think
like,
because I did read them
see.
fairly recently, and I hyped it up.
That series was good.
I was thinking of her other series that has one of the books is named Covet. I thought that's the one you meant, but it's a different series.
Mm.
Coveted. Oh, and Eternally Tethered. That's her other series that is kind of dark like that. A little bit of sci-fi. That series.
Okay.
I always think about the book Coveted because my review, I said, "Can you get pregnant from reading a book?" Like I remember, like that book was great to me, and that's the second one in the series.
Yeah, I have to check that one out too.
See, this is why I normally stay off of social media because budget goes up.
Yeah.
I don't even have a budget, but it just gets blown out the water. And I'm over here I have like 2 lists of books to read on top of what, yeah.
I just have a notebook now for the end of the book club meeting, and I just write them down in my little notebook.
Well, I already bought 3 books before we got on because I saw Renee's the ebooks list. So I was like, oh, wait, let me look at this while I'm waiting to get on. I was like, oh, I need that one. Oh, I need that one. Oh, I need that one. And now I'm on here with a whole nother page of books.
Yeah, we are enablers.
Yeah, very much.
I'm okay with it, you know. I mean, I learned how to paint my own nails now, so now I don't have to. I can save that $60 for books.
Me too.
I wish. I don't have the patience.
Yeah, I just
The
started.
audiobook on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm over here playing with my Kindle. I got a little plug. The charm.
Now you're getting accessories. I can't.
Act like Leah on that iPad.
I know it's ridiculous, but I was
That
like,
was funny. She was checking
Look.
out stuff, and I was like, "Look at little me."
Yeah,
Little me with
she
her
just
list in
got
her
the
iPad
iPad
checking
about a
out.
week ago, and she has not. It has not been out of her hand, and then the stylist. She is so serious.
Yes.
People keep trying to join this chat, and I am not letting anybody else in here.
Yeah, I'm like, where did they find us at? At
Well,
least they're not
I mean, I
nasty
did
like
on
those
social
kids that
media.
time.
I posted the like the code and the thing on social media. So I don't post the link anymore, but at least if they're gonna work hard enough to put in the code and the username and stuff, then whatever. Because I know a few people had expressed, but this last one, I was like, ma'am, you keep coming in this chat, damn, talking.
Right.
Not on mute. And then somebody in here says something, and she before I even removed her, yeah, like come on now. And then as soon as I went to like delete her, she had deleted herself out the group. I'm like, come on, how you gonna come on here twice, having whole
Having another conversation.
At 8 o'clock at that. When she first came on, it was almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and there's another one right now that's pending in the wait room, that's trying to get in, and I'm like, Oh, let me tell y'all about a book real quick. Let me grab it. That just came in today. Now, I know nothing about this book. However, the author reached out to me. I think she's with Tiny Rep Books, which I think is an imprint of Penguin. Yes, it's a tiny it's with Tiny Rep Books, which is part of the Penguin Random House imprint. But again, y'all can't see. But it's called Francine's Spectacular Crash and Burn by Renee Swindle.
It's
And
good.
she said the sales of this book it's been doing horribly.
Oh.
Really?
And typically when people reach out to me in my DMs, like I either don't respond or whatever, but I went to her page to figure out who she was. I saw her book, the cover was beautiful, and so, I accepted her request, and she was like, I forget what she asked me, but I was like, "Hey, send me the book. I will be glad to promote your work," especially if she's with an imprint. Like this just makes me think of Harlem Renaissance 2.0. Like that's what we try to do is push authors' books that haven't been getting the recognition that they deserve. So I was like, "Yeah, send it to me." So it came today. But she's not been getting much traction with this book, and so I'm gonna post about it next week, but just kind of wanted to put it out there.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm gonna
guys.
read
Says
it.
it again.
It's
I
called
recognize the
Francine's
name.
Spectacular Crash and Burn, and I know you can't see because of my background, but
I read it, and Francine is crazy as a loon, but it was so good
Yeah, I've
and
heard of
sad
the
at the
book,
same time.
yeah.
but I've read something else by Renee Swindle. Like she's a long, long time author. Like I just looked on my Goodreads, and so I used to use Shelfari before Goodreads bought it. So it imported my old books, like the books I read in college and stuff. It doesn't give
Oh,
me a
wow.
date, but I'm looking. One of the reviews on here is from 17 years ago.
My God.
Like Renee Swindle is an OG.
Yeah, and so and
I
especially
definitely will read that.
when I said like saw that she was with, Tiny Imprints, or Tiny Reparations books and Penguin, I was like, no doubt, send this to me because I'll definitely and I told her, I just messaged her and said thank you. That's what made me think of it is she just DM'd me back. But she was like, I said I'll tell her I'll do it next week because obviously I'm going on vacation, but I want to do it justice. Don't want to just post a picture about it. Like I actually want to do a video and just kind of hype it up or whatever I need to do. I'm gonna let again Stacy Brown.
Oh,
But
the
anyway,
book that I read from her was published in 2000.
oh wow,
She's an OG. She has a book called Please, Please, Please that I
Yeah, I
read.
just saw that one.
now Sabrina's Carpenter song's gonna be stuck in my head. Please, please, that's gonna be stuck in my head.
I was gonna say who?
Sabrina Carpenter, man. It's this pop song, but she was on the MTV Music Awards and stuff. And anyways, but it's like a TikTok viral type song. But yeah, now that's gonna be stuck in my head.
I'm
Yeah.
Mariah
Anyway,
Carey. I don't know her.
right. Yeah, she's a pretty new artist, but she's got some TikTok bangers, I guess if you want to call it. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention because she was definitely saying it's not doing well. So I was like, I definitely want to show her some love and I'm gonna post about it next week. I'm actually gonna see if she can send me the arc too, so that I can do it because she did offer that up. So just wanted to you know what? You said it was funny, Keela?
Yeah, I gave it a 4. I read it last month. Well, in May. I read it in May.
Did you write a review, Keela?
You know I didn't.
Okay.
I try every January. I say, I'm gonna be more like Erica, and I'm gonna just, even if it's just a couple sentences, it never happens. Because they're not gonna be like yours and Jess's. And if I can't do it amazingly well, I don't want to do it.
Would y'all be interested? Would y'all be
It
interested in
is.
doing this as a buddy read?
The Renee Swindle
Yeah.
book?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I think that's the way that I want to promote it.
Maybe.
About it next look, maybe. I'm thinking that's the way I want to kind of promote it is maybe like as a buddy read and try to get other people to like, hey, we'll be on what is the Storygraph and we can do a buddy read there, and just kind of talk about it, but maybe build up some hype. I'm just trying to figure out ways that we can get other people to like be excited and want to do it too. So I think that's what I'll do. If I'll do a buddy read, maybe what's the date? Maybe like starting July 15th or something to give people time to get it, or maybe I don't know.
I do think I love the Storygraph buddy read because it's low pressure.
Yes, as you
getting
go,
people on it. Because if you don't read it, that's on you.
Yeah.
But as you update it, I really like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll start it 14th or 15th. I'll figure that out. We'll start it soon, or around that time. But then again, like I said, you guys can read it as you go, but we'll at least make a big deal about it on Storygraph. I'll post about it to social media next week, and then whoever can join in, no pressure. But I think that would be a great way to give more hype to this book, and see what we can do. So and maybe I can get her to come on one-on-one with me. We'll see. Ideas are just going like this in my head now, but I'm like, if we're gonna do a buddy read, maybe I can do something, early next month or something with her and talk about the book on Instagram Live or something like that.
Yeah.
Just a thought, trying to see if I can help her out, Anyways, I know that it's 8:30 and you guys have things to do. I've got to pack because I've done nothing. So got to do that. But anyways, it's awesome chatting with y'all again. Plus Size Player is our July book. So if you haven't grabbed your copy, do that, and hopefully some of your
So
will be back next
we're
month.
gonna meet for that the beginning of August.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna keep reading a few pages every day, and then I'll wrap it on up. Okay, I'll be ready because it'll be right after my cruise.
Yeah, August 6th.
I said I was gonna wait, and I just went ahead and read it. But it's in Kindle Unlimited, so I'll go back and scan it before we
You know
talk.
what? I end up getting the Kindle Unlimited version because I had been reading the ARC. And then when it came out on Kindle Unlimited, I was like, well, let me grab that. So now I'm reading that version, but I just read a couple pages each morning. That's how I, maintain my streak, to make sure, like, before I get out of bed every morning, I read a couple pages.
I like that. Thank you for that idea, because I'm always trying.
Oh no,
I sleep with my Kindle.
Yeah,
I
I have to do mine in the morning because otherwise I'll fall asleep at night. I won't or I'll forget.
Yeah, like you just don't know, or you might read a different platform. Like
I work
the last time I broke it, I read something on Scribd or whatever it's called, and thought I read on Kindle, and I didn't. So yeah, first thing I do before I bed is I read a couple chapters, a couple pages.
Yep.
And then anything else I read is a bonus, but I at least get the credit for reading on that platform to not break my streak.
Yeah, I work out, and then I have a portable speaker that I have in the shower, so I'll turn that on and listen to it as I'm showering after my workout, and then I'll just like turn my pages. So at least that 20 minutes in the shower, I'm getting something in, and I'll just turn the pages and then check mark for the day so I don't forget about it. But yeah, that's the way to go in the morning. Get it done and over with.
I have to try that because I have the weeks streak, but the days I don't have that.
Yeah.
Well, also the other thing is I know you said you sleep with your Kindle, but I do it on my phone.
Yeah, same.
When I pick up my phone in the morning and I check my emails and I check my notifications, then I read a couple pages. So I do it on my phone, and so I don't miss. And that means anywhere. When I'm on vacation, no matter where I'm at, sneaky link, I'm going to read before I get up off that bed. Yeah. I might even go in the bathroom, depending on who I'm with, and go read in the bathroom. But I do it on my phone, and I make sure I read every morning. And like I said, anything else is a bonus, but I read on other platforms, or I'm listening to an audiobook or something, but I check to make sure they gave me credit for my streak. Yeah. And so I knocked that out super early.
Yep.
Okay. Keep the streak alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I use Kindle Unlimited.
Yep.
Your little
So the other thing, I know we've talked about it in here before, but when they send out their first reads for the month, don't take it. Wait till the book is released, because those books become the listen free read and listen. But if you take the freebie now as a first read, they show that you own it. They won't automatically give you the Audible later. They'll make you pay for the Audible. But once it's released, it goes into that category of free read and listen. And then you get credit for listening to those books. You don't have to actually even open your Kindle app. It's giving you credit for it if you listen.
I feel like First Read was a great example of how it helps authors, because Lorna is up at like 8,000 reviews for her book now, for A Sky Full of Love. And she's
Yeah,
like,
it definitely
excited.
makes you, it tunes you into authors you never even would have thought about reading.
Mm-hmm. And that's her first traditionally published book, I'm pretty sure. She's written other books, but this is her first trad. And
That book was so good. Oh my goodness.
she's like every day excited about how like it's going up by 1,000 like every week.
I've been saving it because Renee, we're reading that one as a
August.
group, right?
Yep, that'll be our
What
August.
my-
Yeah.
What is
Okay,
it?
so I
I'm
have
glad you
it
said that.
on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna save it.
Mm-hmm.
Jess was able to connect with the author, so we're pretty sure that she'll be able to come on the discussion with us and talk about it beginning of September. So
What was the name of it again?
A Sky Full of Love. Did I tell you she's my friend Donna's? Okay, this is so country. She's my friend Donna's brother's sister.
Donna, brother, sister, cousin, mama.
She's Donna's brother's sister. She ain't Donna's sister, but she's Donna's brother's sister. I was like, it's such a small world.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Hey, everybody ain't got the same
Right.
both pairs. I got a lot of those.
All right, ladies, I need to go pack for real. Thank you for joining the chat. This was an amazing discussion as always. Happy to see your faces. And we will see you in a month.
Thank you, Renee. Bye.
All
ladies.
right. Bye,
I
y'all.
literally
Bye.
pulled in my driveway. Thank y'all for keeping me on my ride home.
No problem. Bye, Jess.
Bye.
Good night.